Hi everyone, I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and welcome to Flosstube 100. Today is October the 15th, it's 2022, and I would just like to welcome you to my 100th episode or Flosstube celebration. And I've got some upcoming events I want to tell you about later. I just want to thank everyone that has watched my video, some from the very beginning. Some of you maybe have only watched one video. Others of you may just be starting here watching this video. It's all about cross stitch. And this month is a lot about Halloween and fall stitching, and there's a little bit of Christmas stitching, but not much. I do have a couple of other things to stitch, like a summer piece and then one just everyday piece. But anyway, we've got some exciting things coming up. We have a mystery free chart today, so be sure and check the link below. We have giveaways because I would like to thank everyone that has watched this video by giving back to you. It's more fun to give than to receive. And I've really had fun either collecting these patterns or buying doubles. Or, you know, people just gifting me patterns to give out to you. So I just want to thank everyone that has sent a pattern in for me to give away for today. And so just stay tuned so you can see that. And if you have never subscribed, please like and subscribe my video. If you're watching on TV, just hop to your phone or your iPad and just click on my video and just like and subscribe. And if you want to ring the bell, you will find out when I put out a new video. And it will just notify you with a text or something. Okay, I would also like to thank Melody. Thank you so much, Melody, for this sweet, sweet card. It says, life's a bowl of cherries. Those look good enough to eat, don't they? And it says, because of nice people like you, thanks. And she wrote me just the nicest message, and she's honored to be my stitchy friend. Melody, I'm honored to be your stitchy friend, and I'm honored to be everyone's stitchy friend. You just don't know how much it means to me. It really does. And I really appreciate it. And I'm so glad that you enjoy what you won. I really am. And I will treasure this card. I keep all my cards in a special place. Thank you. Okay. And I would also like to say hello to Mary in Virginia. I keep saying I'm going to do this. I just been thinking about her, and I just wanted to say hello and tell her I miss her. And Julia in Nebraska, hello. We're going to get together soon, one of these days. And same thing for you, Jennifer, in, I don't know, I think you're in Virginia. And it's bad when you can't remember where people live because you've never been there. But I met them both at retreats, and just great friends. But now Mary and I have been friends for 30 years, and she moved away, and I sure do miss her. But anyway, enough of that. And I don't usually do that either. Okay, we're going to start with whips. My first thing is going to be pre-stitching for a Zoom retreat that I'm going to. It's called Friendstitch Christmas Zoom Retreat. And this one's an ornament, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, this one's called A Bird's Christmas. It's on Vintage Country Mocha, 32 count. And this is the picture. And this is my stitching right here. Got him all done. He's got his cute little scarf and a little twig or branch in his mouth, and he's on top of the little tree. And I really do enjoy Friendstitch. We get a box. And I'll show it to you when you do the Zoom. You get a box, and it says Glad Tidings Gathering. That's the name of it. And look at that. It says no peeking. Can you imagine? So anyway, we wait to open this until the event, and then we Zoom and sit there and stitch together. And you get to meet friends and chat with them and things. And it's quite fun. And they have Cecilia and goodness. Anyway, both of the ladies, one from Heart and Hand and the other one from Bent Creek, it's a collaboration between the two, and they called it Friendstitch for those that cannot get out and go to retreats. And I sign up for this, you know, probably every year. They have a fall retreat, and I've just met some really, really nice people. I really have. And we do, we get together every now and then and stitch and Zoom. And I just want to say hello to Rhonda and Elizabeth and Maria and Joanne and Wendy and Sue and Susan and Ara and Ellen. I really, really enjoy how close we've become in the last year or so. So thank you for being my stitchy friends through Friendstitch. If you haven't tried Friendstitch, you need to watch out for the next one. And they have a Facebook group. And you just watch out, you know, sign up for that and just watch out for the announcements, and you'll see that. But I use 2 strands over 2, and I'll show you my finish when we have the Zoom retreat. Okay, and the next thing I've been stitching on is my oldest whip, or at least one of my oldest whips. I may have older ones, I'm not sure, but I doubt it. This one is on my WIPGO board for a finish, and it's from the May-June issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, and you've seen this magazine before. It's an oldie but a goodie, and this is the brick. Well, it's not all of it. Hang on. This is the brick, okay? So, I stitched this on Ada because that's usually about all I stitched on back then, and it was 14 count. And this was called Fiddler's Cloth when I started stitching, and now it's Rustico. And this is what I've got done. If you notice, I filled in some of this block over here because it was empty. And I've still got another row of stuff to do, and I've got designs to do in here. I did some large Algerian eye stitches and some cross stitches. And that's basically about all I've done so far. But it's 4 strands of floss over 1 thread of fabric. One of the fabric weaves. I just tell you, getting up at 4 o'clock, you know. But anyway, if you notice, the trees are French knots. We've got back stitch. We've got the regular cross stitch. We've got stem stitch. We've got buttonhole stitch. We've got Algerian eyelet, Smyrna stitch. Just lazy daisy stitches over here. And we've got the, I believe that's it. That's all I've done so far that I can recognize. No, there's one more. Mosaic stitch right here. It's the house, which makes the bricks look really good. Okay, so it's 4 strands over 1. And let me tell you, that's something to get used to after you've stitched on 56 count and 40 count. Ooh. So, but anyway, this used to be all I could stitch on. And, you know, it's always good to try new things. But this needs to be a finish because it's just sat in this little box way too long. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to get done. It's all done in DMC floss. So that is in my project bag, or my basket to do for this month. All right, next I did my other WIPGO, and it's number 6 on my board, and it's also up for finish. When I got irritated with that one, I thought, I better do the, I better do the other WIPGO piece. And I wish they would have called this one in the summertime because it's more of a summer stitch. This was one I got from a mystery box from Southern Stitchers Company. And this is Be Sweet by Annie B's Folk Art. Isn't that cute? Look at that big bee scalp. And I'm making progress on it. As you know, it's on 32 count vintage Sahara, dyed by Annie B. dyed by Southern Stitchers. And I'm using one strand because I started with 2 and I did not like it. So I restarted and I've not ripped it out yet. It looked all bunchy. And I've got the flag and the bee, and I've just added more stitches to the skip. And if you notice, I stopped mid-row. So there you go. But it's 32 count, 1 thread, or 1 strand of floss over 2 threads. And I'm using Classic Color Works and Week Style Works. And this is going to be really, really cute. I can't wait to get this because I don't have a lot of summer things, because I really stitch for like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and fall. I mean, those are my big ones, and I need to get more stitching done for that. So I'm making progress. I think this is coming along quite nicely. So, you know, both of these I think will probably be a finish for this month, which would be good. All right. So I've got that, and that's going in my project, my basket. Okay, the next thing I have, okay, those are both, I need to explain. WIPGO is, and a WIP is a work in progress. WIPGO is the little bingo game that we do, and what you do is you pick out some things, and Jessie Marie does stuff on her Flosstube, her Facebook group. She calls out 2 numbers on the 27th of every month, and you set your goals, and you know, you go for finishes or 1,000 stitches or days stitched or hours stitched or number of stitches, and that's how you do it. And it just kind of is like a little incentive to get you to finish things, and it really works. This is the 2nd year I've done it, and so far there's only one thing that I have not been able to finish. Yeah, that was last month. Okay, and the next thing is yes, okay, right now this one is called a casita, and I got this term from my friend one of my friends in the Villages, and I didn't want to name her name because I didn't know if she wanted to actually claim that, but it's called Can't Stand It Anymore. Yeah. Now I'm adding Can't Stand It Anymore this week to mine because I love this pattern, don't get me wrong, and I am going to stitch it. I just needed a day or 2 break because I was so irritated. I actually don't count my stitches all the time unless I'm doing WIPGO, but for this one, when I had to take them out, I made the mistake of saying, well, I wonder how many stitches this is I've got to take out. 453 stitches. Yeah. I'm so unhappy. So, why am I taking it out? Why can't I just fudge it? Oh, I only skipped about 8 or 10 rows. So, you know, it makes a difference. Now, I can't show you the pattern because it comes out of the Celebrate book. And there is not a pattern for Bad Kitty. This is Bad Kitty. It's 115 stitches by 86 stitches, and it uses DMC and Week Style Works. Well, you know how you stitch on something, and yeah, it's good. And then you lay it down because, you know, squirrel, something comes up, and yeah. Well, anyway, I laid it down, I picked it back up, and I assumed her skirt was finished. It was not. Okay, my witch is a little short. I think she's almost a midget. Okay, this is what I have done. If you notice, this has been ripped out. This has been ripped out. I tore her feet off. Wasn't that nice of me? Her legs and her feet are gone because I'm missing so many rows that I can't put a cat and other things that I want in this piece. So I'm going to take, and the broom is touching her dress, and her dress needs to go down about to here, and the broom is going to run behind her dress, and it's not supposed to. So I need to take the entire broom out, also the broom handle. Her arm is not long enough I thought both arms were the same length. Oh no, they're not. This is a deformed witch. She has one arm longer than the other. So anyway, I guess witches are deformed. I don't know. I guess the more deformed you are, the better a witch you are or something. But anyway, I need to rip out all this orangey color and carrot color and put more black pattern down. Then I need to rip out the entire broom. And I'm going to just do it a little bit at a time. Usually I sit and rip the whole entire thing out. But I have never made a mistake this big. But I got way too much stitching going on to just drop it, you know. And I like this pattern. I really do. The minute I saw this, I'm like, oh, I just really want to do this. Because there's like a little house up here and some trees and a lot of pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns in the yard and a path with this evil looking cat on it. And some stars in the sky. And I thought, oh, this is really Halloween-y looking. I need to do this. So, this may take a day or two more break. And until I get it all ripped out. And then I'll start, and I'm going to finish stitching the skirt. I'm going to lengthen her arm. I've already ripped her hand off too. No, I haven't ripped her hand off. I have not. But her hand's got to go. Because she's got to have more sleeves. So the broom can have a place to go. Yeah. So anyway, this is my big boo-boo this week. But it's a casita. Can't stand it anymore. And I'm adding this week. So thank you, friend from the villages, for this sweet, sweet saying or acronym maybe. Yeah, acronym for this. Okay. And this one's on 32 count. Oh, and I think it's fiber on a whim, but I can't remember. So, anyway, yeah. Okay, so I don't know the color, and I apologize. Teresa did it on 32 count Heartland, but I don't know. It just came from my stash. But this is a great book. It's got lots of good stuff in it, so you might want to pick that up. And that's going to go in my basket for when I feel like ripping. Okay, the last thing, which is a good thing, is going on the hashtag. Oh, and the other things are going on hashtag Halloween stitching, hashtag Halloween cross stitch. Okay, and this last one goes on hashtag Biscornusal. And I'm a little behind because the two tall stitchers, I think, have done 2 Biscornus in the time that I have been working on one. So, this is the Hoot pattern from Lizzie Kate. It was a limited edition. You know, Lizzie Kate does not design anymore. It was a Biscornu and fob kit. And this is one side of the Biscornu, and this is the other side of the Biscornu. And up there where it says Hoot, that's the fob. I will make that later. But right now, I just want to get the Biscornu done. I don't know what it is about me and Biscornus. I'm just enamored with them. But I did this on 30 count natural linen. And it's mostly Weeks. No, it's not mostly Weeks Dye Works. It's mostly DMC with some Weeks Dye Works in, because I didn't have all the colors. And, you know, at the time when I started it, you couldn't get all the colors. And so this is what I've got done. Okay, this is 2 strands over 2 on 30 count. And if you notice, there needs to be some black up here. I had to rip that out because I was 1 thread off. This has just been the rip it season, I'm telling you. All I lack here is on this square are the owls need eyes. There needs to be more grass down at the bottom. And then finish the black and put the beads on, and then sew the black back stitch around so I can actually finish the Biscornu and sew it together. So I don't really like very much, but this side is finished except for beads. But I just think it's just too cute. And I'm using 2 strands of floss. It's just really fun. So I'm hoping I'll get a finish But, you know, I just kind of stitch what strikes my fancy. And, yeah, so sometimes I finish something and sometimes not. But it's also going in my project bag for this, or my basket for this week. So, okay. So now, don't forget the mystery free chart. And it's going to be a link below. There'll be a link below. It may be a Halloween chart. It may not. So you might want to go look. Okay. Let me see. Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about are my past Halloween finally finished objects. Okay. One of the ones first I have, and I may have shown this one before, so I've got several things to show. This one is by Lottie Da, but somebody asked me to show it, and it's Something Wicked This Way Comes. And see, it says, by the prickling of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. And I'm gonna, let's see. Can you see the gold in there? Wait a minute, let me do this. Okay, this is more like what it looks like, and you don't get the glare. But I don't know if you're seeing the gold. But anyway, it's all glittery, and it just looks kind of magical, you know, like magic dust or something. I just thought that was just too cute. And I thought the frame was kind of bumpy and, you know, kind of spooky looking. And it's on 32 count. Yeah. Nope. I think it's on 28 count. It may be 32 count. And it's 2 strands of floss over 2. There we go. And that's the color it is. And I don't know who did the fabric, but it's kind of an opalescent with the little gold highlights in it. But I really enjoyed doing that. But her shoe just kept getting longer and longer. And I had to rip that out. I'm just a rip it queen here lately. Then the next thing, and I really like their patterns. It's just, we don't have dinky dyes around here, so I would have to order everything. But I really like these. And so when she's got like a DMC conversion or some other conversion, I'll use that, but I'm not real good at picking out my colors sometimes. So, but anyway, this one is called Trick or Treat, and it's by the Drawn Thread. And it's on some kind of mottled green fabric. And I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2, and it's 28 count. And I had this matted just to bring out the colors, because that was the thing you did then. And it's got some buttons. It's got a pumpkin button. It's got the it's a tombstone, a jack-o'-lantern, a spider, a skeleton head, and some leaves. And the rest of it's cross stitch. But this was a fun stitch, and it went really quick. So that was good. And I thought the frame was kind of spooky and just kind of suited it. So, all right. And then I have from Lizzie K. This is like the Halloween bag. I can't remember the name of it exactly. Oops, wait a minute. I'll show it better on this. Let's see, it says Halloween. And I put the little rickrack on it for the handle. And then I lined it down like it said. And put the little buttons on it. This was fun. The little kit included the fabric. It was natural linen, 28 count. And you just had to provide the floss. So I used all the call for flosses that I had and substituted with DMC for what I did not have. I think the rickrack and the buttons were even included. And I don't know if you can get this one still. If you can, try your local needlework shop first. And then if not, try 1, 2, 3 stitch. But that was fun to make. And it wasn't that hard either to put together. And then the last thing I want to show you, I got to get up to get it. Okay. All right, this is the, wait a minute. This is by Fanci That. Fanci That. And this is a Halloween band sampler. Okay. And I just fell in love with this. I had the hardest time finding this purple edged banding, but I finally found it a while back. And then we've got lots of buttons, but look at that skeleton and all the spooks. That house was something else. It just kept going, going, going. And the crow and the moon with the stars, just too cute. So anyway, I really like that one. And this one's on 28 count banding yet again. And this excuse me, I don't think this pattern's available anymore, except on Etsy. I mean, not Etsy, eBay maybe, or Stash Unload. So, but it uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 buttons. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun to stitch. It really was, and easy to finish. Okay, so those are my past Halloween finishes. And now we're going to talk about giveaways. Okay, so y'all ready? Okay, you may want to get out a pencil and piece of paper and just take notes, because I've got 8. Don't ask me why. I just had 8 different things that looked seasonal enough, so I thought, well, I'll just do these. Okay, and once again, I would like to thank those viewers that sent things in, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, the first one is a 3-in-1. It's, well, really, it's a 6-in-1, because you get 2, let's see, can I do this? No, you'll see it. Okay, you get black cat and spiders on one sheet. You get eek, and you get creepy on another one. You get spooky, and you get treats. These are called double flippets, and they're by Lizzie Kate. And there's 12 if you want to make the entire piece right here. See that? There's 12. But I only have 6. So I'm going to go ahead and give these away. So if you want this one, be sure and say eek. E-E-K. Eek. Just make me up a little sentence or something, or a cute little poem or story. I love reading some of the stuff y'all come up with. It's just so cute. That's why I don't use numbers. It's more trouble, but still, it's just too fun. Okay, so that's number 1. Okay, the next one is from Brooks Books Publishing, and it's Stitch a Little Polly the Pirate Witch. And that's Polly. And this one's from Brooks Books, and you need to say broom. Okay, so say broom if you want that one. All right, the next one is from Heart and Hand, and this is an entire kit. You've got all the floss, the linen, the charm, and even a needle. Okay, so all you need to do is sit down, stitch it, and have scissors. And this is Autumn Alphabet. Autumn Alphabet by Heart and Hand. And you need to say autumn. All right, the next one is a Halloween Whimsy. And this is from Dimension. It's a Dimensions kit. It has all the floss, the pattern, a needle, the raffia, the wire, everything you need to finish the witch, just as you see here. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. So if you want this one, say moon. Moon. All right, the next one is, okay, the The next one is from Prairie Schooler, and it's called Night Flight. So if you want this one, you need to say flight. Flight. F-L-I-G-H-T. For those of you that don't understand my southern accent. All right, and the next one is from the Primitive Hair. This one is a 2020 piece, and it's called Carved 2020. And that's what it looks like. And if you want this one, you need to say spooks, because there's some spooks in there. That looks kind of spooky, doesn't it? I'm going to show you another picture on the back where you can see a little bit better. Isn't that something? But that's the Primitive Hair. So you need to say spooks. All right, and the next one, and oh, wait, no, yeah. The next one includes the buttons, beads, and the pattern. And this one is called Murky Manor from Glendon Place. And that's Murky Manor, and there's the buttons, okay, and the beads. So if you want this one, you need to say Murky, M-U-R-K-Y, Murky. And it's beautiful. Well, they all are. Then the last one, you've seen this one, seemed like I showed it last video as one of my finishes. It's from Praiseworthy Stitches. I should have brought it up here, but I didn't think about it. It's the Steppin' Out Fob. And it's got everything you need except for the polyfill to finish this. This is a kit from Praiseworthy Stitches. It's a fob, scissor fob. Okay, so you need to say which for this one. Which for the scissor fob. Okay, so those are the giveaways. Now, what you need to do is you need to use one of those words. If you want 8 things, you need to use 8 words. So, and, you know, like try to use it in a sentence, maybe a little poem, story, something like that. It would be so neat to read. And be over 18. Do not say giveaway, prize, free, or anything like that, because I would like somebody that really wants to stitch it to win. And like the video. I couldn't think of what to do. Like the video and be a subscriber, please. I would really appreciate that. All right. Okay, because I want to thank my subscribers. You know, if you're just coming by one time, please don't, you know, unless you want to like and subscribe. Be kind to everybody else and give them a chance. Okay. All right. Now, if you don't want to see my chart show, or chart parade, that's fine. I just, you know, some of my friends are all the time saying, I want to see some of the stuff you have. And I know some of them are going like, oh, good, good. So anyway, let's start off. Okay, this one's from Barbara Anna Designs, and I will tell you, these are years and years old, some of them. And this is Hallow Scornu, and it's Barbara Ann Designs. Look at that. I just thought that was creepy, spooky. And of course, yeah, it's a Biscornu. And this was a pattern, and it came like in a plastic cover, but I didn't like that, so I took it off and put it on that. It's cardboard. It's not, you know, like a copy or anything, because I do not copy patterns. Then this next one is rather new. This is from one of my favorite designers, Homespun Elegance, and this is Country Spirits Collection Witchy Stitchery. Witchy Stitchery. Isn't that cute? This one's about 8 by 4 3/4. And I like their stuff. It looks very primitive and rustic. So that's always good. Then, Heart and Hand has these cute little birds. And they're still available. And they have one for the season, each of the seasons. They have one for each of the holidays. And this is the Halloween bird. And I think he's just too cute. So he's on my list of things to stitch. And he comes complete with a little pumpkin bead that I've got. He's been hanging out for a while. But yeah, there's a Thanksgiving bird, a Christmas bird, a 4th of July bird, a stitching bird, a quilting bird, a farmhouse bird. I mean, there's birds for everything. I keep all my birds together. And the ones I've stitched, I just pop them in and out of the frames. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen some of my birds. Okay, next, this is an oldie but a goodie. This one's from the trilogy, and it's called Halloween Spots. And this one, there it is. And I have the charm and everything that you need to stitch it. The charm is the jack-o'-lantern, and you can see him. He's like right there in the middle. But I thought he was cute. He might make a cute little pillow or something. And I've already got the little piece of linen here for him to stitch on. So, and he's in a little bag. He's been sitting like that for quite some time. It's about time I took him out. Okay, the next one is from Carriage House Samplings. This is one of the first patterns of theirs I ever bought. And it says, it's called Halloween Magic. And it says, there is magic in the air. And I just thought this was colorful. And I thought that was interesting how that cat was jumping over the house in front of the moon. That's what caught my eye. And this one, the chart is big and easy to read, and it uses DMC floss, and it's only 60 by 60. So I mean, that's not bad at all. Okay, the next one is from the Primitive Hair, and you know, we like needle books, and so I thought, well, I don't have a Halloween needle book. So when I went to her retreat a few years ago, I bought this one. I thought that would make a very interesting needle book. And she's got, it's on 30 count Old Salem linen. I don't know if I'll do it on that. I may do it on Tabby Cat. It depends. But I may do it on Old Salem. You never can tell. Now the next one I don't think is available anymore, because this one is an oldie but a goodie. And this is the only time I think I've ever heard of this pattern. It's by Stitches and Stones Cross Stitch, and it's called Stitching Witch. Now it's on purple paper, and it's a jelly roll, and it's also a picture. But I thought it might make a neat pillow. The picture might. Isn't that cute? But it's Stitching Witch by Stitches and Stones. And it uses crescent, it's so old it was called Crescent Colors instead of Crescent Color Works. And so I got a piece of linen to put it on, because it's all kitted up. And well, I could show you the kind without the, yeah. So there you go. And we got some really bright colors. I've got a few of the bright colors in here. I don't have them all, just a few. So I need to do some more, get some more colors and get that done. That wouldn't take any time at all. It's got a couple of charms with it. All right, the next thing I have, and some of these were given to me also. This one is Black Cats in the Pumpkin Patch, Scissor Case, and Fob. And this is 4.5 by 11 3/4. And this is what it looks like. And this uses Gentle Arts floss and DMC. And it uses a piece of wool called Raven, the Simply Wool. And I would assume that's going to be for the cat. But I thought that was really cute. All right, and this one was a retreat I did not get to go to that Stitch and Frame had when they were open many years ago. And this was by Claire Blaylock, the Stitching Parlor. And she had this, you got this little chest at Hobby Lobby, I think it was. And she stitched this on 30 count colonial pumpkin. And you put stuff in the chest. And you had like a little sewing Halloween chest. And I thought that was so cute. So I got the pattern. Even though I didn't get to go to the retreat. I thought that was just cute. She's a great designer too. Then we have Satsemistry. My friends think I'm crazy because I bought this. But I really like that cat. She just looks very sophisticated. And their patterns are just so bright and colorful. Okay, and the next one, I won these somewhere. This is called the Booville Candy Shop, and it's from Sugar Stitches. Isn't that cute? Makes a great ornament. It says Candy Shop. It's a little candy corn shop. And the patterns are very big. They're in color. And they used Sullivan's embroidery thread, which I've never used, but they do have a DMC conversion here. And then the other one I won was Happy Halloween, Booville. Isn't that cute? And it's also from Sugar Stitches. Her patterns are real bright and colorful too. Okay, then this one's an oldie but a goodie. It's by Ursula and Michael from Imaginating. And this one only uses 3 colors, I think. And it is Let's Be Wicked. There's a bunch of different patterns out that have all the letters and the back stitching. And so what I thought I'd do this one on is 28 count pickled. And I don't know who it's by, but I thought this was just the prettiest green. Is that not just too pretty? I thought it'd look real spooky on that. And then I've got my 3 flosses. I'm going to use purple, green, and black. So I need to get that started. I've had that for forever. Okay. Then the next one, and I think I won this one too. This was Haunted, and it's designed by Misty Purcell. I thought that was just really, really cute. And the main one here is 101 by 99, and the ornaments are 67 by 47. So let's stitch up real quick. And her patterns are in black and white, but they're very clear and easy to read. And she uses a variety of threads. And the next one, when I saw this one, I had to get it. It's called the Calico Confection. It's by the Calico Confectionery. And it's called Wicked. Look at that. I just thought that was cute. Most of it uses just black and bright orange and some parrot green. So her charts are very large and very easy to read. And she cross-stitched this using 3 threads on 16 count Aida, which she tea-dyed. And there's 1 French knot in it for the witch's eye. And some back stitch for the wand. Yeah. Okay, then we're almost done. Then, where there's a witch, there's a way. It's from the Primitive Hair, and this is a 2018 chart. I got this when I went to her retreat. Sorry about the glare. I just thought that was pretty. And it's on the 30 count Old Salem linen. And then this one, I just can't wait to do. This is from the Drawn Thread, and it's called Little Bits of Halloween. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And this one uses dinky dyes, but they do have a Gentle Arts floss and DMC conversion. Thank goodness. And some Mill Hill beads. So I may be doing this. But they've got all different ways you can do it. Horizontal, vertical, you can do it in a square, individual, whatever. So I thought, gotta do that. Now I will probably do the square, the big one, because I like that. Then the next one, I've never stitched one of their patterns, but I saw that one and I thought, oh, that's really pretty. And that was done on Murky. Now my Murky that I got was not that dark, so I thought, well, I'll just keep looking. And they used It's by Picture This Plus. And they used DMC linen for the, DMC thread for this floss. Linen. Oh my goodness. This is a 140 by 189 stitch, so it's pretty big. And I better be in the black stitching mode because there's a lot of black on there. All right, and then this is D is for Dracula, Scissor Keep. This was also by Clara from the Stitching Parlor. I've got my little coffin, and I can't wait to stitch this for my little scissors. I thought that'd be cute. And it's on 32 count, Haunted by Picture This Plus. All right, the next thing I have is Barbara Anna Designs. It's ready for Halloween. It's called Halloween Cat. And I've had this one a long time. I just thought that was so whimsical and cute. They make a cute ornament because it's only by, if you do it on 18 count or 36 count, it's only about 4 by 4, but it's only 4.5 by 4 3/4 if you do it on 32 count or 16 count. So there you go. And then we have an Amy Brucken Halloween Parade chart, and I've done some of her charts and they are so much fun. Look at those little trick-or-treaters. Are those not too cute? But her charts are really, really cute. And last but not least, I've got Erica Michaels, Toil and Trouble. It says double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. And there's a frog trying to get in the pot. I just thought that was really, really cute. And it uses beads, Mill Hill Petite beads, and Weeks Dye Works floss. So it's on 32 count copper penny, and it's 96 by 171. Still got a lot of stitching I need to do. I hope I didn't bore y'all, and for those of you that stayed with me, thank you so much. Be sure and enter the giveaways and go look for the mystery link for the free chart. I'll see you guys next week, and it will be Monday at least because I will be gone to the Dying to Stitch retreat, and I won't be back for, on the weekend because I'll be going there for that. So anyway, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program because this is my last fling, these last 3 things. And I'll be able to tell you all about Panda's Crossing Retreat and the Dying to Stitch Retreat. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being my stitching friends. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye-bye.